Hi, good evening, everyone. Myself, I'm Prabhuda Majumdar. We live in Dubai, and Sri Vinay ji has been our guru for several years now, and we have been taking his advice for long. I mean, what to say about him? I mean, whatever we say is going to be an understatement. We are always benefited. We have always benefited by his knowledge about Vedic science, and he makes each and every step very comfortable for us to follow and understand. Whatever our problems have been, the challenges that we encounter in our family or day-to-day life, be it health, financials, career, future, whatever it is, he breaks it down into very, very comprehensive blocks and pieces, and then he gives remedies against each of them. And if it gets a little cumbersome or difficult for us to follow any of the remedies, because not all the remedies are kind of straightforward, he gives us plan B, and he explains each and everything with great detail and loads of patience. So we continue to stick on to him and his advice, and I encourage all my friends and all the family members that have gone through rough patches in life to have a consultation with him. Cheers, and have a good one. Goodbye.
वल्लभं गजाननं एकदन्तं ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम ह्रीं नमः शिवाय शत्रुबुद्धि विनाशय. Hi everyone, welcome back to Astrologic. This is Vinay. If you are visiting my channel for the very first time, please ensure that you subscribe to this channel. I have been practicing Vedic astrology for many years now. I am also a certified law of attraction coach. The objective of my channel is to spread the awareness of Vedic science, that is astrology, numerology, Vastu, and also law of attraction, to solve some of the problems that we have in our day-to-day life. If you are already subscribed to this channel, please ensure that you watch all the videos, you like them, you comment on them, share these videos with your loved ones so that they can also get benefited. If you do all of this, the YouTube algorithm will take these videos to more and more people so that more and more people can get benefited. So you are not only helping others, but you are also helping this channel to grow. Thanks a lot for understanding. Now let's move to the today's topic. Today it's a very interesting topic on longevity. In fact, I don't encourage astrologers to get into checking longevity because I believe that our lives are predestined, because we don't know when and where we are going to be born, and we don't know when and how we are going to die as well. However, some of you have been asking me, therefore I am making a very high level video just to demonstrate how beautiful is Vedic astrology, how our saints, especially Parashara Muni, has written so many scriptures in this Vedic astrology which can be used for so many things. So I just want to demonstrate the power of Vedic astrology, and this is something which my Guruji taught me. So all the shreyas or credit of this video will go to him. So in this video I am going to show 4 examples of famous personalities. I hope you will find it interesting. Let's go. So now let's move to the actual topic. So the objective of this video today is to get an understanding of the key planets that influence longevity or the lifespan of a person, and then I will explain you how we can estimate the longevity of a person using Parashara system of astrology, that is Vedic astrology. I am doing this with 4 examples. So let's start with the very first example. I am sure most of you would have heard about this person, Sushant Singh Rajput, fondly remembered as SSR. See, to give the examples, I am choosing few famous personalities. I am sure that you can understand that I cannot give the examples of my clients because that will not be fair to expose their identities, right? So thanks for understanding, and let's start with this very first example of Sushant Singh Rajput. He was born in Patna, Bihar on January 21st, 1986. You can see his horoscope on the right hand side. And the very first thing that we need to understand is the planets which influence longevity are the rulers or the lords of 3rd, 8th and 12th house in the birth chart. Okay, so in this case the rulers of 3rd, 8th and 12th house are Mercury, Mars and Jupiter. The ascendant is here, so the 3rd house from ascendant is ruled by Mercury, the 8th house from the ascendant is ruled by Mars, and the 12th house from the ascendant is ruled by Jupiter. To estimate longevity, we have to find out the relative distance of these ruling planets, the ruling planets of 3rd, 8th and 12th house in the birth chart. So what do I mean by relative distance? What is the distance between Mercury to Mars, Mars to Jupiter and Mercury to Jupiter? So you can see the relative distance here. From Mercury to Mars, it is 4 by 10. That is Mercury. Where is Mercury? Mercury is here. And where is Mars? Mars is here in the 10th house. And from Mars to Mercury, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 by 10 is the relative distance of Mercury to Mars. Similarly, from Mars to Jupiter, also it is 4 by 10. So where is Mars? Mars is here. From Mars to Jupiter, 1, 2, 3, 4. And from Jupiter to Mars, it is 8, 9, 10. So the distance between Mars to Jupiter is also 4 by 10. And then Mercury to Jupiter. Mercury to Jupiter is 1 by 1 because Mercury and Jupiter are sitting in the same house. So this is how we have to first identify the ruling planets of 3rd, 8th and 12th house, and then we have to find out the relative distance of these planets in the birth chart. Then we have to refer to the table below. So this is the table which gives you an estimate of lifespan or longevity of a person based on the relative distance of the planets ruling 3rd, 8th and 12th house. So if the distance is 1 by 1, like in this case, it indicates long life which is greater than 80 years. And if the distance, relative distance is 2 by 12 or 3 by 11, it's called as middle age, which is between 45 to 60. And if the relative distance is 410 or 59, like in this case, it is short life which is 25 to 40. And if the relative distance of these planets is 6 by 8, then it is very short life, 25 to 30. It can be accidents, murders, suicides, so on and so forth. And if the distance between the relative planets is 7 by 7, then it indicates long life, very long life, 70 plus, 75 plus, 80 plus, and sudden death. It also indicates sudden death, that a person can die while sleeping, while giving a lecture, while doing some work. He or she can just collapse and die, but they will have a long life. And another major factor to remember, is that while these relative distances give you the estimate of longevity, Saturn is one of the important planet which influence longevity positively if Saturn is aspecting the 3rd house or the 8th house or the 12th house from wherever he is sitting in the birth chart. So Saturn aspects 3rd house, 7th house and 10th house. So where is Saturn sitting? Saturn is sitting here, and Saturn is not aspecting any of these houses, that is the 3rd house, 8th house and 12th house. He is not aspecting any houses because he is sitting here only. He is aspecting 3rd house here, which is the 10th house. That's why he had issues in his career also to some extent. Anyway, we will be focusing only on longevity, otherwise the video will go off the track. So coming back, Saturn is not aspecting any of these houses, that is the 3rd house, 8th house and the 12th house. So what is Saturn aspecting here? Saturn is aspecting the 10th house, right? and Saturn is aspecting the second house from his seventh aspect, and Saturn is finally aspecting the fifth house. So Saturn is not aspecting any of these houses. If the person has support from Saturn, meaning if Saturn is aspecting at least two of these houses, third or eighth or 12th, out of these three houses, if Saturn is aspecting at least two houses, then the person will get bonus 15 years of longevity, because Saturn promotes longevity. Saturn improves the longevity of a native if he is aspecting third house, eighth house or 12th house. It has to be at least two houses, not just one house. We will see that in more examples. So coming back to Sushant Singh Rajput, the two numbers that you see in terms of the relative distance of 3rd, 8th and 12th lords is 410, 410 and 11. 410 is repeated twice, and what it says is short life, 25 to 40 years, and therefore he passed away at the age of 34. Whether it was a suicide or a murder, let's not get into that now. There have been a lot of debate on this subject. Even when he passed away in the year 2020, I had made a video stating that it was not a suicide, it was actually a murder. If you wish to see that video, you can go back and watch that video later. Okay, so here we got an estimate of the longevity of Sushant Singh Rajput, who was a famous Bollywood actor. Then moving on to the second example, Punit Rajkumar. Many of you may also know Punit Rajkumar. He is the son of Dr. Rajkumar, who was a very famous actor in the Kannada film industry, and Punit Rajkumar was his youngest son, who also had great achievements in the Kannada film industry. He rose to a peak level in this industry, and unfortunately again when he was at his peak, he passed away, which was a big shocker to many of us, including me. Now let's understand what happened with Punit Rajkumar. For that, again, we have to look at the 3rd, 8th, 12th house lord, and the 3rd, 8th and 12th house lord in this case is Sun, Saturn and Venus. You can see Sun is the lord of the 3rd house, Saturn is the lord of 8th house, and Venus is the lord of 12th house. The next step is to calculate the relative distance of these three planets ruling 3rd, 8th and 12th house. The question might come to you, why we have to look at 3rd, 8th and 12th houses? Because 8th house indicates longevity and 12th house indicates end, and 3rd house is the 8th house from the 8th house. 3rd house is the 8th house from the 8th house. This is the 8th house. You can see that this is the 7th house and this is the 8th house. That's why even 3rd house comes into picture. Now coming back to the script, or the relative distance of these three planets, Sun, Saturn and Venus, which are ruling these three houses in this case, the distance between Sun to Saturn is 4 by 10. I already explained you how to calculate that in the previous slide. Then Saturn and Venus is 3 by 11. Where is Saturn? Saturn is in the Lagna, or the ascendant, and where is Venus? Venus is in the 11th house. So from Saturn, Venus is in the 11th house, and from Venus, Saturn is in the 3rd house. So the relative distance is 3 by 11. Then the last one is between Sun to Venus. So Sun to Venus is 2 by 12. Where is Sun? Sun is here. Where is Venus? Venus is in the 2nd house. So this is 2, and from here it is the 12th house. So the overall script is 4 by 10, 3 by 11 and 2 by 12. You can see the majority is 2 by 12 and 3 by 11, which is middle age, which is 45 to 60 years, and he unfortunately passed away at the age of 46. In this case also, I would say that the support from Saturn is low, because Saturn is only aspecting the 3rd house here. He is not aspecting the 8th house or the 12th house. If Saturn had aspected at least one more house, either the 8th house or the 12th house, then probably he would have lived longer. That's why we say that things are predestined, because we don't know when and where we are born, and we don't know when and how we are going to die. That is the secret which the Almighty has kept it for himself. He thought that if he lets us know that also, then we will try to act like gods, so he kept it for himself. Anyway, going to the next example, which is of the great singer S.P. Balasubramaniam, one of my favorite singer. I am a big fan of him, and when he passed away, I was into tears because I am a huge fan of SPB right from childhood, and I missed him so much, especially the reason because of which he had to leave this world, which was COVID at that point of time, which is very unfortunate. I sincerely mourn his death as if a close relative has passed away. Anyway, so coming back to this case, the Lord of 3rd, 8th and 12th house are Venus, Jupiter and Moon, and the relative distance from Venus to Jupiter is 4 and 10. You can see that 1, 2, 3, this is Venus, ruled by Venus, and between Venus to Jupiter, okay, so where is Jupiter? Jupiter is here. Where is Venus? Venus is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7, 8, 9, 10. So Venus to Jupiter is 4, Jupiter to Venus is 10, so that is 4 by 10. Then next we look at Jupiter to Moon. Jupiter to Moon, Jupiter is here, Moon is here, so this is 11 and this is 3, so this is 3 by 11. So then we have to look at Venus to Moon. So where is Venus? Venus is here, Moon is here, so this is 2 by 12. So if you look at the relative distance, 4 by 10 and 3 by 11 and 2 by 12, so the majority falls in this bucket of 212 and 311, which is 45 to 60 years. But he lived up to the age of 74 years. That's purely because of the support from Saturn. What do I mean by the support from Saturn? I already explained that. The aspect of Saturn, you can see that Saturn is aspecting the ascendant itself. In this case, ascendant is the body, so even that matters. So Saturn is aspecting the 3rd house, the ascendant, from the 3rd aspect, and Saturn is also aspecting the 8th house from his 10th drushti. 10th aspect, he is aspecting the 8th house also. So in this case, when Saturn aspects at least 2 of the important houses related to longevity, then we add at least 7 years for each of these aspects. So 7 plus 7 is 14. So 14 plus 60 is 74. So roughly you can say that this person, because of these aspects, will manage to live in this plane or in this planet for more than 70 years. Yoga of living in this planet is greater than 70 years. Going to the last example, who doesn't know this person? APJ Abdul Kalam. He was born on October 15th, 1931. And look at his chart. In this case, you don't even have to do any calculation, right? Because Saturn is aspecting all the relevant houses which influence longevity by his 3rd, 7th and 10th house. So he has gained almost 15 plus 7, 21 to 25 years from just the aspect of Saturn. Plus you can see 1 by 1 in the script, which is long life, which is greater than 80 years, which means that even though the relative distance of these two planets is 4 by 10, 4 by 10, which indicates short life, because of 1 by 1 and because of the aspect of Saturn on all the 3 required houses, the lifespan of our former president got boosted and he managed to live till 81 years. I hope I was able to drive the message, and all these birth details for all the 4 persons is authentic, so you need not have to worry about this. And now it's your time. If you have found this video interesting. Now it's the time for you to like this video, comment on this video, share this video with others, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. And if you are watching the video till here, a big thumbs up to you. Please continue to watch the video for just about 2 minutes, and you will stand a chance to get a telephonic consultation with me on any of the coming Saturdays, and it is absolutely free. And you also stand a chance to get 50 plus pages personalized numerology report for yourself, which is also absolutely free. All the best. Thank you. For any other person along with the birth chart, and most importantly, you will also get a chance to consult me. It's a free telephonic consultation on any of the coming Saturdays on first come first serve basis. So what you will have to do for this, you just have to send this message that I need free report and consultation to this number, and then we will ask you to complete certain very simple tasks, and once you complete it, you will have a 50 plus pages personalized numerology report for yourself, and you will also get a free consultation. Okay, so let me stop this video, and if you think that this video was of any help to you, please ensure that you like this video, you comment on this video, share this video with your loved ones so that they also can get benefited. And finally, don't forget to subscribe. As I said before, the more you like, comment, share and subscribe, the YouTube algorithm is going to take this video to more and more people, and more people will get benefited. Thanks a lot for watching once again. Until next time, be good, do good, stay safe. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu.